metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 120!
On first down, Taylor. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Go. Sweetie! Get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball. Hey, Rick, climb too. Come here.
Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They go right back to White here on first down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. James White, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill, and he's got Snead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Come on, X3.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. That really chips away at your confidence.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go! Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A first throw for the backup, Griffin. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tannehill. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First down, here's White. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with White, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As they are an extra, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go, tackle, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Griffin. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt, his 2nd sack of the night. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. Snead's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Don't be scared of it. Mike 54.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin finds his tight end Ingram. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 50. Come on, baby.
Here's Griffin to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Griffin. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Tannehill. This is White on the screen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Get it.
Here's Henderson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go, D.
On third down, Carson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Down. 30 base.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Brings up third and 9.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
It's just me.
Hey, Delta.
It's just me and you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On first down, Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is RG3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A 6-yard pickup.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On second down, it's White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Go.
Now White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down now, it's White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come up in an offset eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Griffin. And he's He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They give to Taylor, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Out of the gun, Griffin, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, it's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Big hit.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 37. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Carson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Kill, kill, kill.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Mike 51. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now RG3. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Griffin to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the pass.
Smooth. Shoot.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Rex Burkhead. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
65.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Take it.
Tannehill. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to...
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice in the wrist, yeah. Call